welcome back to another episode. Today we will be discussing the difference between rebranding and reinventing. So exactly what is rebranding? Rebranding is something similar to updating a resume, right? It's updating who you are to the world. You may have known that you changed. May have taken steps to be a better person, but the world just doesn't know yet, right? So it's how would you let them know, right? Just like your resume, you will update things such as your social media, things such as your resume, your LinkedIn. Have the things on the outside world be able to identify with the person you are currently or the person you have grown to be. That even goes down to just your verbiage. Maybe you're a person that used to use a lot of vulgar words or profanity, and now the new version of you no longer does that. So as you head out to the world, as you speak to others, that's something that they should be able to notice. Like, hey, I noticed, your verbiage has changed. Your vocabulary has extended beyond the profanity. That is a good sign that you are showing your peers, those around you, your social media, that you have grown, right? And that's what you want because you are in the season of rebranding. So again, rebranding is updating your socials to meet the aesthetics or the version of yourself that you are currently in. So what is reinventing? When it comes to reinventing, I did take a few notes. So you may just see me veer off to the left or to the right, but it's just to make sure that I explain it the best way that I can for anyone to understand. So reinventing is literally shifting everything, not just externally, but internally too. And I know what you're thinking probably, well, hey, I guess that's kind of something similar that you mentioned to rebranding. Rebranding does not take a drastic change like reinventing. Reinventing is a drastic change of internal and external work. That even goes down to career paths. In rebranding, you can keep the same career, but you just change just how you show up for the job. But when it comes to reinventing, some people like to change their entire career path, their entire job position. They change the way they dress. They even go as far as just adopting a new mindset, changing their core values, maybe what they once believed in as a child or what they were brought up on from their parents. They no longer have those values or those cores or those beliefs. So that's something that they have took the time to identify. Is that something that they still want to carry on in their adult life, or is that just something they want to continue on in general? You could be a teenager watching this and like, okay, my parents told me, and this is just an example, my parents told me that being a Buddhist was the best way to go. That's what our family does. That's what we've been doing for generations. But maybe as that child or as an adult, you have experienced life long enough and has been in the world and have done your own research to say, hey, Buddhism is not for me. I want to take another path. And again, this is just a disclaimer. This is nothing against Buddhism. This is just something that I just clicked in my head, in all honesty, to use as an example. But again, it is nothing wrong with what religion you choose. It's just an example. But this is an example of what reinventing looks like compared to rebranding. It is a drastic change. Another example for reinventing can be something as, my parents believed that ownership was better than renting, and maybe after research and after experiencing both, you're like, no, for me, I am going to choose XYZ route. So now that you are able to identify what the differences is, and just a quick recap, rebranding is typically like updating your resume, okay? And then reinventing is changing everything about you, everything that you once known, everything that you were once brought up on, and saying, no, I'm starting over fresh, and this is something that I am choosing for myself to move forward in life. I hope this video helps. In the meantime, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If this video helped you, please leave a comment below. Just a little heart saying, girl, you're in the right direction. Until next time, I'll see you next week.